Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, TJPW Grand Princess 23 is in the books. Wow. Wow. What an incredible show this turned out to be. I ended up getting 7 out of 10 correct on the predictions, but wow. This was an incredible show. So, wanted to get on here and review the card and go over things. And yeah, I was pretty shocked at the outcomes of some of these matches, but can't wait to dive into this. But first, want to let y'all know to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty for an impressive and awesome lineup of video game and makeup products. And if you see something that you like and want to make a purchase, be sure to use the promo code for Blitzball Champ, all in caps, Blitzball Champ, and you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to put that to good use. Okay. Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling Grand Princess 23, which took place at the Ariake Coliseum in Tokyo, Japan, March 18th. Now, there were 10 matches. 10 matches on this card, and I have to say, solid card with some interesting surprises and outcomes. So, let's dive right in. First off, shout out to Jiri Nagano that was on commentary, on special guest commentary for this show. I got to see her on the pre-show, so I thought that was really cool. But these are all the matches. There was no pre-show, just all main card, and they had Jiri Nagano kind of on early, and then also part of special guest commentary. Special guest Japanese commentary there is. They had Shota and Chris Brooks for English commentary. But yeah, solid commentary team for a solid card. So, first up, we had a singles match between Daisy Monkey partners, Suzume versus Arisu Endo. I have to say, this was a great start to the show. A solid match to kick off the show, and honestly, it went back and forth between Suzume and Arisu Endo, and you know what? It really could have gone either way. This match really could have gone either way, but when it was all said and done, Suzume was able to pick up the victory after hitting the cutter, which I believe is called the Ring the Bell. That cutter that she hit on Arisu Endo, and then covered her for the 1-2-3. But yeah, Suzume picks up a big victory on a big stage like the Ariake Coliseum here on TJPW Grand Princess 23. And of course, good sign of sportsmanship afterwards. They shook hands and hugged it out. Because we have to also remember they're still going to be teaming up for a match at the TJPW Live in Los Angeles show, actually. So, but great solid opening match between both these ladies. All right, next up, we had an 8-woman tag team match that featured a handful of the rookies, those that are actually making their TJPW debuts. So on one team, we had Mahiro Kiryu, Himawari, Wakana Uehara, and Shino Suzuki. Of course, Shino Suzuki is the newest member of the Up Girls. Taking on the team of Toga, Runa, Okubo, Haru, Kazashiro, and Kaya Toribami. And of course, Toga started, I want to say, a couple of weeks ago. And then Runa, Okubo, and Haru Kazashiro both debuted at this show, this Grand Princess show. Both are young, both 14 years old, making their TJPW debuts. And you know what? Shout out to the rookies in this match. I felt like they did pretty good. Kept it pretty simple. I thought the pacing was nice. I thought, they definitely had a decent opportunity to get an offense, take bumps, do some selling. You know what? I think they did a pretty decent job. Not a bad job at all for the rookies in this match. Toga, I get the impression she hits hard. I am under the impression she hits hard. But it was definitely a good, solid match. I felt like the rookies did very well. And you know what? Just the fact that they got to make their debuts at a big show like Grand Princess. Not just a regular show, but actually on a big show. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. But when it was all said and done, Mahiro Kiryu picks up the victory, pinning Toga after a spine buster. Very well executed spine buster. But you know what? Like I said, the rookies did good. It was good to see Himawari. Really starting to like Himawari. And Wakana Uehara. I really like both of those ladies. But yeah, good match. Really good match. I was definitely proud of the rookies. They did well. Not bad at all. Okay, next up we had a 6-woman tag team match where we had the team of Kaichow, Hikari Noa, and now Kakuto taking on the team of Palm Harajuku, Yuki Aino, and Raku. And of course, this match was full of comedy and shenanigans, especially with Palm, Raku, and Kaichow. I mean, there was even a moment where, Kaichow was asleep on a pillow that Raku had set up, and then, of course, they took advantage of her. It was really funny, really weird. And, of course, Palm is going to be Palm and do Palm things, and this match was no different than what she usually does. So, I felt like a lot of what was what was expected to happen happened in this match. As far as, the comedy segments and whatnot, it was expected. It was definitely expected. But it was still a pretty entertaining match. But overall, Hikari Noa gets the pin on Palm Harajuku after both her and now Kakuto hit Palm with a double team, kind of like a double team burning hammer, so to speak, or like a reverse attitude adjustment. But it looked more so like a burning hammer. But yeah, great finish. But yeah, Kaichow, now Kakuto, Hikari Noa pick up the victory. But it was an entertaining match for sure. All right, next up we had a big singles match where we had Ryo Mizunami taking on Moka Miyamoto. And you know something? While in this match, Ryo Mizunami had the most offense between the two in this match, I gotta give a lot of credit to Moka Miyamoto. I mean, she showed a lot of resiliency. She fought back. Middle of the match, definitely showed heart. And it was tough. It was really, really tough. And she hung in there. But I didn't think she was going to end up winning. But she took a lot of punishment from Ryo Mizunami. But it was just really good to see both of these ladies go at it. And I think Moka did a good job. But Ryo Mizunami was able to pick up the victory, pinning Moka Miyamoto after landing the guillotine leg drop off the turnbuckle. So... And of course they shook hands afterwards, and more and more I'm starting to like Moka Miyamoto because, like I said, I'm a big fan of her and Juria Nagano teaming up. So, Moka gave a good effort. She gave a really good effort, but I didn't think she was going to win. Next up, we had a very interesting tag team match. We had the team of Hyper Bisao and the Big Kaiju Shoko Nakajima going up against Haruna Neko and Andre the Giant Panda, which this giant panda is this big, pretty much inflatable panda that they had to kind of walk to the ring and help get into the ring, and it was crazy. it would like unflate and then inflate, just depending on what it was doing, like trying to get in the ring, trying to stand up straight. It was crazy. It was really, really crazy. And both Hyper Misao and Shoko Nakajima were nervous, and just the emotions and the acting were on point. But it was a very entertaining, funny match. Like, it was crazy. It was really crazy. We saw Hyper Misao get on a bike and use the bike for an attack. There was a big LED sign, like a handheld square, like LED on paper sign. It was really crazy. It was really, really crazy. But sure enough, at the last moment, Shoko Nakajima picks up the victory for her team after pinning Haruna Neko with a Northern Light suplex. But it was a very entertaining match. And just, but Shoko Nakajima and Hyper Misao have been in some comedy matches together, whether against each other or, as partners. So this was really nothing new. Okay, next up, we had another tag team match. A tag team match that I actually really enjoyed. We had the team of Mei-Saint Michelle and Saki-sama taking on the team of the casual beauty Yuki Kamifuku and Space Jesus Billy Starks. Now, Billy Starks has been on a roll lately. She's been putting on great matches. Just whatever promotion she's at, she's just been putting on great, solid matches. And this was a really great and solid match as well. But of course, Mei-Saint Michelle definitely had the goofy shenanigans. I mean, she had the serving tray. The serving tray was put to use. The rose petals were put to use. And it was a wacky but really good match. And, both teams had a good amount of offense. Although Mei-Saint Michelle and Saki-sama had a little bit more showboating, which is understandable with their gimmicks. But I felt like it was a very action-packed match. And you know what? The way it was going, I felt like it could have gone either way. I originally picked Yuki Kamifuku and Billy Starks to pick up the upset. Didn't go as planned, but I felt like they had a great chance. I really did. But Mei-Saint Michelle gets the pin on Yuki Kamifuku after pretty much an assisted, double team head scissors victory roll sort of combination with the help of Saki-sama. But it was really good to see those ladies back. It's been a while since I've seen a Saki-sama Mei-Saint Michelle match. But you know what? I really was digging the combination of Yuki Kamifuku and Billy Starks. They worked well together. They actually worked really well together. Okay, next up we had another singles match where we had the legendary Aja Kong face off against Yuki Arai. Now, I have to say, Yuki Arai showed a lot of heart in this match. And you know what? I honestly felt like she didn't have a chance at first, but the fact that she hit 5, finally, axe kicks, including one from the turnbuckle on Aja Kong, I really got to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, she's going to beat Aja Kong. She's actually going to beat her. But still didn't happen. Even after 5 finalies, still wasn't able to put Aja Kong away. But you got to give Yuki Arai credit. She was able to, shake her up, knock her down. And you know what? She had a decent amount of offense. Not to mention kicking out of a clothesline at 1. And also, Aja Kong kicked out at 1 as well. But just, seeing her kick out of a move from Aja Kong at 1 late in the match was very impressive. But despite her loads of effort, Aja Kong ends up picking up the victory over Yuki Arai after hitting her with a brainbuster and pinning her 1, 2, 3. She also used that little trash can, that mini trash can, a couple of times, which I guess the ref wasn't going to DQ her But yeah. But Yuki Arai still hung in there. Still looked really strong. But you know what? I hope they run that back. I really hope they run that back. Okay, now we get into the championship matches. First up, we have the International Princess Championship on the line as the champion, Miyu Watanabe, defends against her good friend and tag team partner, the White Dragon Rika Tatsumi. Now, while these two showed the mutual respect, they let it all out in this match. And honestly, this match really could have gone either way. I mean, there were a lot of counters, a lot of offense from both ladies, and just like that counter that Miyu did that put Rika Tatsumi into the giant swing, giant dragon sleeper swing, like that was a pretty sick counter. And just, you know, the striking, the submission attempts, I mean, both were locked in a figure four and they were doing battle there. But, like, this was a very back and forth match, and both ladies looked solid. Both ladies looked solid. This really could have gone either way. Pardon me. But, at the end of the day, on a, I believe, second or third attempt from Rika Tatsumi, she was able to lock Miyu into a dragon sleeper and was able to keep control over, keep her near the middle of the ring, not allow her to get to the ropes. And sure enough, after spending way too much time trapped into that dragon sleeper and not able to break it, Miyu had no choice but to tap out. And with that tap out, ladies and gentlemen, the White Dragon, Rika Tatsumi, is not only your new International Princess Champion, but she is the first in Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling history to become a Grand Slam champion. That's right. She's completed the hat trick. She has now held the Princess Tag Team Championship, the Princess of Princess Championship, and now the International Princess Championship. There's only 3 belts in TJPW, but yeah, this officially makes her a Grand Slam champion in TJPW. So congratulations to the White Dragon Rika Tatsumi. What a match. And you know what? She earned it. She definitely earned it. And you know what? I know a lot of people say it's kind of a bummer that Miyu Watanabe didn't really have the title that long. I think this was her 4th defense. She had like 3 successful defenses, and I think this was the 4th defense and wasn't able to retain. But, I mean, part of me is not surprised. Because, like I said, Rika Tatsumi had an opportunity to make history in TJPW. And sure enough, she won the match and is your first Grand Slam champion. I mean, you can't say that about Miyu Yamashita, Yuka Sakazaki, Maki Ito, or any of those others. The first one to do it is Rika Tatsumi. I think that's awesome. So congratulations to the White Dragon, Rika Tatsumi, for not only becoming the new International Princess Champion, but the first ever Grand Slam champion in Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling history. Excellent match. All right, next up we had the Princess Tag Team Championships on the line as the champs. The Wasteland War Party, Heidi Howitzer, Max the Impaler, defend the titles against 120 Million. The winners of the Max Heart 3 tournament, Miyu Yamashita and Maki Ito. Now, I admire how Miyu and Maki tried to get the preemptive attack on both these ladies, which is understandable. And you know what? This was a very hard-hitting match, back and forth. I know both Miyu and Maki took a lot of damage, especially from Max the Impaler, but it was really cool to eventually see those kicks from Miyu really attack on point and do some damage, especially to Max the Impaler. But Hard-hitting match. Definitely back and forth. But yeah, it was incredible. It was really incredible. 120 million showed a lot of resiliency and heart, fighting spirit in this match. And when it was all said and done, Maki Ito gets the pin on Heidi Howitzer after hitting a diving headbutt, a diving kokeshi off the top rope, and gets the 1-2-3, and we have new Princess Tag Team Champions and Miyu Yamashita, Maki Ito, 120 million. And it looked like after the match, Max the Impaler was angry. She walked out like that. She was angry. Really, really angry. But what's interesting about this is, wow, so they put the tag titles on Miyu and Maki, and we got to remember, Miyu Yamashita is going to be in the U.S. on excursion from at least April to June. So I was really shocked to see them pull this trigger and put the titles on Maki and Miyu. You know what I mean? Like, Wasteland War Party hadn't really had the titles that long, and at one point they were defending them in the United States. So, yeah, the booking choice was kind of iffy, but it makes me wonder, like, okay, are we going to see those titles defended again in the U.S. just now that Maki and Miyu hold them? Like, I don't know. I'm just really surprised at the move, being that, you know, I don't know what the situation with Maki Ito is. I know she's been doing a lot of shows in the U.S., especially GCW and other shows as well. But I guess I was just shocked because, you know, I figured with Miyu going to be in the States from April to June, I didn't think they would put the titles on them like that. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, 120 million. Miyu Yamashita, Maki Ito are your new Princess Tag Team Champions. And then the main event of TJPW Grand Princess 23 was for the Princess of Princess Championship. As the champion, the magical girl Yuka Sakazaki defended against her tag team partner and best friend, the popping sugar rabbit Mizuki. And you could tell that as both these ladies were coming out, getting into the ring, getting ready, both of these ladies were really emotional, and it was like they were both trying to hold back the tears. So, history is Mizuki has challenged for this title 5 times and have failed all 5 times. And this was only, I don't know how many times she's faced Yuka Sakazaki, but she has never been able to defeat Yuka Sakazaki. Every time they've gone one-on-one against each other, Mizuki has failed to win. So this was a big main event. This was a really big main event. And honestly, Yuka Sakazaki, like, the story that they were telling in this, she was holding back some. She was holding back because it was kind of like she didn't want to fight her best friend. But eventually, as the match passed, Yuka was starting to be a little more aggressive. Just a little more aggressive. There were a couple of times where she knocked the crap out of Mizuki. But Mizuki kept bouncing back, staying in there. Hit an awesome whirling candy on Yuka Sakazaki. But, I mean, these ladies just went back and forth. And Yuka got in her good amount of offense. Hit her with a magical merry-go-round off the top rope and also a regular one. So she really did some damage to Mizuki, for sure. And like I said, this match really told a great story. But then all of a sudden, the unthinkable happened. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mizuki pins her best friend Yuka Sakazaki for the first time, 1, 2, 3, with the cutie special and the popping sugar rabbit is your Princess of Princess champion. Your new Princess of Princess champion. Her first Princess of Princess championship in her career. Wow, can y'all believe that? Her first Princess of Princess championship, and she beat her best friend to do it in the main event of TJPW Grand Princess 23. Like, I was shocked. I did not think she would pull it off. I really did not think she would pull it off. But she did. She did. And you know what? I'm proud of her. And of course, after the match, both these ladies hugged, and you could see all the tears like start pouring down, especially from Mizuki. And you know, some may have thought maybe is Yuka gonna turn on her or what, but thankfully she didn't. But after they both got on the mic and they were on stage, with everybody coming out for one final goodbye, you know, Yuka kind of was in the back of the stage, just kind of looking down and looking at Mizuki. You know, just seeing Mizuki in her moment, in her spotlight. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was very emotional. I can imagine for Yuka and Mizuki, and still being able to exit out with her partner, her best friend, after beating her clean, mind you. But what a main event! What a main event! What a completely great show in its entirety. Like, that's quite a way to kick off this year with a bang. So, all 3 title matches resulted in title changes. Can you believe that? Wow. A lot of history made in this show. Rika Tatsumi, Grand Slam champion. Mizuki wins her first TJPW Princess of Princess championship. And she beat her best friend to do it. That's crazy. That is really crazy. But what a great show. What a great show. And now that that's in the books, there's also a couple of other shows to look forward to. So we already know we got TJPW live in Los Angeles, which will be Friday, March 31st. That'll be the first ever TJPW show in the United States. But they also announced some new dates as well for Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. We got, let's see, let me make sure I pull it up. So we got TJPW Summer Sun Princess 23, and that will be on Saturday, July 8th. They didn't specify a venue, or if it was in Japanese. But that'll be July 8th. That's on a Saturday. So that's TJPW Summer Sun Princess 23. And then we also got TJPW Wrestle Princess 4, which will be on Monday, October 9th. Wow, on a Monday? Interesting. Really, really interesting. And then on Friday, December 1st, so we got a ways to go before this. Friday, December 1st will be TJPW's 10th anniversary show, and they're going to call it We Are TJPW. Wow, 10 years. That's going to be incredible. Really, really incredible. So yeah, those are your next upcoming shows for Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. And like I said, they're about to get ready to head on to the United States for LA, the big first time TJPW show in the United States in LA. So definitely looking forward to checking that out. I know some folks that are going there in person. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go in person, but still, I plan on watching it. Looking so forward to it. But that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out the link to Game Beauty. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What did you think about TJPW Grand Princess 23. Did you like the show? Did you like the matches? What matches didn't you like? What were your favorite matches? What did you think about all 3 title changes? Let me know what your thoughts are. And that'll conclude this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace out.